I vomited my guts out. I mean, I vomited until I started seeing blood. Y'all, I thought I was going to die. Filming. Okay. Hello everyone. I hope you guys are doing really well. I'm Lidka, your Caribbean vegan, back again finally with another video. So I've been MIA since August, maybe September. The last video I think was right before I went to Alaska for our vacation, and then I just disappeared. So we've got quite a bit of things to talk about. But anyways, I am in my new house. I think that was the last video. We spoke about me moving or me buying a house. And so we finally moved completely. That was a headache. And I am, as you can tell from the title, pregnant. I am pregnant with my second child, so I have a 1-year-old Xavier, a boy, and I'm now in my second trimester. Let's do a baby bump. So this is what we're looking like at the moment. Oh boy. The reason I have been MIA is because I have been suffering immensely. And I want to preface all of this by saying that as much as what I'm about to say comes across as complaining, I am really blessed. I know that I am blessed and I'm grateful. So I'm complaining with a grateful heart. But it doesn't take away from the fact that I have really been struggling over the last few months. And so we're going to talk about it. When I got pregnant, we found out when we were in Alaska. And if you don't know what happened in Alaska, check out my Instagram video or my Instagram picture because I posted about it. It was a very monumental vacation, and so yeah, follow me on Instagram and see that post because it was a very special time. I'm very surprised as well. But nonetheless, we found out that I was pregnant in Alaska, and thankfully there's a hair on my face, sorry. Okay. Thankfully, I was able to enjoy most of the trip. So we were gone, I think, for like 2 weeks. And for most of the 2 weeks, I was perfectly fine. I didn't have any morning sickness. You know, we had the best time. We were mountain trekking. We were on our cruise. We were shopping. We were doing all the great things. And we were having a blast. I think it was like the 3rd day before we were leaving. That's when all hell broke loose. We were going to a specific iceberg on the cruise, and that same day, my morning sickness kicked in. And it just happened to be that day where we had the worst weather of the entire cruise, and we were en route to this pretty dangerous iceberg, if you call it dangerous, trekking to get to this iceberg. So the waters were extremely choppy. So I don't get seasickness, but this would give anybody seasickness. I mean, people were like falling over on the cruise. I'm telling you, the weather was bad. The waves were rough, and my morning sickness just kicked in literally the day. I vomited my guts out. I mean, I vomited until I started seeing blood. It was terrible, and I never stopped vomiting since then. I've just been on a roll. I did have hyperemesis gravidarum, and if you don't know what that is, it's basically an extreme form of morning sickness that I think about 20% of us pregnant mamas get. It is the worst thing, in my opinion, that you can deal with when, well, no, I shouldn't say worst thing, because there are more worse things, but it is horrible. It is vile. When people say, oh, just have some tea and crackers or some ginger ale, or no, no, no. You can't even drink water. You cannot tolerate any liquid, any food. I've been rushed to the emergency room to be placed on drips because I just was completely dehydrated. I was falling over, falling off the stairs. I can't walk, can't barely talk. Y'all, I thought I was going to die. No, I really thought I was going to die. It has just been the worst 4 months, and I can't say of my life because I've had some really rough patches in life, but y'all, this one is really up there. And as much as I thought my first pregnancy with Xavier, I did have hyperemesis as well, I feel like this one was more intense. And I think what made it more intense for me is that I now have a toddler to take care of. So whereas in the first pregnancy I had no kids, so it's just me and Ronnie. I'm not feeling well, I'm puking. Ronnie would just pick up the slack with my clients, and I would just be able to stay in bed. And it was also COVID time, so things were slower. Now I have a 1-year-old who commands all of my attention, and as much as Ronnie and my mom kick in, I still need to service him. I still need to wake up with him. I still need to put him to bed, bathe him, feed him, play with him. And y'all, I can barely walk, or I could barely walk when, my hyperemesis was at its peak, and it lasted the entire 4 months. So since August, I have just been vomiting. So that's basically what I've been doing, and that's why I wasn't able to film. I wasn't on social media. I usually just disappear when I'm sick because I don't want to come out here being a negative Nancy, but I do feel like it's important to share my pregnancy struggle because I did see some videos with other women dealing with hyperemesis, and it kind of made me feel better to know that I'm not the only one out here like hanging on to survival, because y'all, it is a vile, vile illness. There's nothing really that can help you. There's no real medication that you can take. You just have to go to the doctors and they give you drips, and I was placed on bed rest, which I couldn't really take because I've got a business to run, I've got a baby to raise, I've got a household to manage. It was just a lot going on. I feel bad for all the things that I had to drop the ball on simply because I just could not function. When I tell you I thought I was going to die, I really thought I was going to die. And I was mentally preparing myself for the worst. That's just so hard to say, but it's true. When you don't have anyone that can help you, your doctor is just like, hang in there. There's not much that we can really do for you. You just have to take your bed rest and try and keep eating so you don't have to be in the hospital. And you're eating and you're puking and you're eating and you're puking. I'm talking about puking like 40 times a day. People with regular morning sickness, they maybe puke like in the morning a couple times or so. Like I'm seriously puking every 15 minutes, just like clockwork. There's vomit bags in my car, in my office, by my bed. Sometimes I can't even make it to the toilet in time, so I'm like puking in my hand. It was horrible. These were some of the darkest days of my life. You're going through this tunnel and you're just not seeing any light at the end of it. Y'all, I wouldn't wish it on anybody. I would not honestly wish hyperemesis on anyone. Like I started off saying, I do realize that it is a blessing to be pregnant. I'm so grateful to have a second pregnancy and a chance to be a mom all over again, because if I could have a million Xaviers, I would. He is my absolute everything. Especially when, I know that I've been told by a very prominent doctor here locally that I would never get pregnant naturally, and if I did happen to get pregnant, I would lose the baby. So yeah, well, here we are in the second pregnancy naturally, and well, so far everything is going well. I don't know what the future holds, but God is good. God always comes to assist in time, and I guess it was just a period that I had to go through. It definitely was a period of reflection, because when you feel like you are not going to make it, you know, you start appreciating the little things more. I definitely do appreciate my health more. By the way, I am feeling better now. I'm still in the second trimester, like I said, but I vomit every day, and I'll vomit until I have the baby, but I'm vomiting maybe 5 times a day. I can deal with puking 5 times a day. I can't deal with puking 40 times a day. So I'm able to function. I'm able to deal with clients, go to meetings, stuff like that. Yeah, that's just where I've been. That's just the pregnancy that I've had to deal with. Like I said, my first pregnancy, I had hyperemesis. It was bad. This pregnancy, now having had a baby to deal with and other commitments, work is doing really well. My business continues to grow, so I'm grateful for that. But that, along with that, means I have more responsibilities. I have more work deliverables. Like I said, we moved into this house. That was chaotic. Dealing with the contractors that we chose was a horrible experience. So there's just, everything was just crunched into the last few months of this year, and I just so happened to be really sick. But anyways, we are giving God thanks. I'm happy to be back. You would have seen that we had our photo shoot earlier in the day. That went Xavier is just miserable. He just was miserable. But Jonas and Jace did so really well, so they were well behaved. So I'm hoping that we can get some good pictures. But you know what? Every family photo shoot, somebody is off. I'm just getting used to that, so it's fine. But what else did I want to talk about? Yeah, I'll show you guys the updates. So we did our kitchen cabinets. So we painted those white, and we also painted the master bathroom cabinets white. We do have some fixtures that we're switching out. Ronnie just ordered those, so they should be coming in maybe this week. Maybe you'll see that in the next vlog. And then we also created a built-in for our living room TV set. That's not done completely, so we are in the process of getting that tailored as we wanted it initially. But like I said, we had issues with the contractors. Y'all know your contractors like you know your mama. That's all I can tell you, because oh boy, I'm scarred. I'm so scarred. I'm so scared to even continue with any more works, because I just don't even know. I don't know. But yeah, the built-in is there. It's functional. We did get our fireplace. So our fireplace came in, and Ronnie and the electrician installed it yesterday. And so that is so really nice. Yes, I know. I live in the Cayman Islands and I have a fireplace. Make it make sense, y'all. It makes a lot of sense. Wait till you see it. It's awesome. It's a whole vibe. So that's definitely something I'm very happy about. I did do most of Xavier's room. I created little closet inserts for him for his clothes and shoes, and I am waiting for his the same mural that I had on the wall in my last condo. I'm getting that created, but in obviously it's a bigger room, so I need a bigger size. So that, and I think I'm gonna switch out the fan. Basically, Xavier's room should be done. And then I can eventually turn my attention to the nursery, and eventually the patio, and the outside garden space. But y'all, it's one thing at a time, and I'm taking my time, because after having gone through what I've gone through the last few months, I realize it can wait. It can all wait. It can wait. It will get done properly when it's meant to get done. And I'm not stressing about a single thing except my baby and the people that I love close around me, and that's it. Like I cannot do anymore. I'm just one person, and I'm still sick. Like I said, I still puke every day. I still have good days and bad days, but for the most part, I'm able to function. So I'm just taking it easy until this baby comes, because that's all I can do. Anyways, we are gonna go grab some lunch, And then I think I'm gonna maybe stop at the store and pick up a few things because I need to make dinner for Ronnie, myself, and the baby. And stay tuned because I do have more videos coming before now and Christmas. I will be having a Christmas party at my house, Ronnie and I, and so that's gonna be a whole shebang. It's a very small, intimate party, but you know me, I'm gonna be cooking. We're gonna be like getting some decor stuff, even though our house is far from being over at least the living space where people are gonna be seated. That's kind of done, so. Whew. All right, we just reached to the center where we're gonna go find a restaurant to eat at. Xavier's in his pajamas, having a mini meltdown because we had to change his diapers, and I'm meeting my sister and her kids here. I'm trying to get you a full glimpse of how my sister has me waltzing around town, but she says this is our family tradition because we did this last year after our photo shoot. We went straight to brunch, so yeah, that's what we're doing right now. It's a pretty day out here. And he doesn't want to sit at the table, so he just wants to go running around in the center. You want to go running around? Say hi! Hi! Okay, never mind. Okay, so we're back from the grocery store. I was on a puking spree. I felt so terrible. I don't think the food at the restaurant sat well with me. It wasn't the best food, to be honest with you. The ambiance and everything was wonderful, but my mom didn't enjoy her pizza. I didn't enjoy mine. My sister did enjoy her salmon, so but like I said, it was beautiful atmosphere and everything. Maybe it was just an off day. I'm not sure what happened, but I literally had to jump out of the car with it running to go straight to the toilet because the puking just wouldn't stop. Anyways, we're gonna make coleslaw, vegan coleslaw. I was looking for jackfruit, but they don't have any, so I got canned jackfruit, which I don't really like, but we're gonna use that. And then to make some BBQ jackfruit, and then we're also gonna make some quinoa fried rice. Today is Saturday, so I'm hoping that this food will last me tomorrow, possibly Monday, if Bonnie doesn't mind eating it 3 days in a row, because I can't cook too often these days. I'm just too sick and too tired. And yes, I went in the grocery store with my pajamas and people were like staring, but it's fine. It's Christmas, nobody cares. having to put a little bit of blackstrap molasses in the barbecue jackfruit because I didn't like the barbecue sauce that I got. I've never tried that one before. I'm coming, and so I needed to jazz it up a little bit, and the blackstrap molasses was perfect. So if you end up in my situation and you're not feeling the sauce, then just add some molasses, and that fixed everything. And then what was the second thing? I forgot. There's something else I wanted to say, but I forgot. Guess it wasn't that important. Anyways, I'm starving, so let's eat.